Never lose yourself in love. I remember sobbing in my bed because my relationship was over. You know, when you read the same message over and over, hoping maybe it says something different this time? I keep replaying everything, the laugh, the moments, the plans, where I thought this is the love of my life. But it wasn't. I was facing my deepest fears, the fears of nobody's going to love me and I'm going to die alone. I told myself, Giselle, you are lovable as you are. Because at that moment, I was so broken that I didn't even know somebody could love me. And I had to remind myself that I already had people who were loving me deeply, my friends and family. I was never truly alone. I had just forgotten to love myself the same way they did. He wasn't a bad person. He was the one who helped me heal parts of myself that I didn't even know were broken. He showed me unconditional love. He was patient, kind, loving. And that is what made it even harder. Because how do you let go of the person who helped you heal? I was grieving losing him. And grief means learning to accept. Accept the relationship ended. And that gave me the awareness of I was just learning to give the same love to me that I have given him. And even though I once thought I wasn't good enough for him, I later realized I had given everything to him and not enough to me. And I remember so clearly, not because the pain disappeared, but because for the first time I decided I must love myself first. Breakups are one of the most emotionally painful experiences we can live. And did you know global research show that heartbreak and rejection are the top emotional triggers that lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts? That is how powerful rejection and the fear of not being loved can be. And we start believing stories like, if he left me, I'm not lovable. If she moved on, I'm not enough. But the truth is, a breakup doesn't mean you are unlovable. It means you are being redirected to discover who you are without the validation, without the attachment. It gives you the opportunity to be aware that you can heal and rediscover yourself. You know how? After a breakup, usually we go back to think about that person. And we check their social media, wondering what they are doing, if they miss us, if they already moved on. It is like part of us is addicted to the idea of them. But I realized I didn't want to keep watching my ex's life. I want to start living mine. So I look at my vision board of 3 years ago at the time, and I saw my goals and I started to do one by one of them. I decided to fill my days with things that makes me feel alive, not sad. So I will never forget the day where I performed one of my hobbies on a stage at a charity event. Not to impress anyone, but to feel something beyond the pain. I felt nervous, scared, and amazed at doing it. I felt alive. So now, I would like you to do something, which is look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you no matter what. How does it feel? Emotional? Weird? If it's feeling emotional, that's because you are connecting with love. And that is the beginning. Because when you truly love yourself, you stop chasing love. You become love. I realized self-identity is everything. Never lose a not for love, not for anyone. Because when you lose yourself, even the right person cannot find you. And when you love yourself, doesn't mean you don't want a partner. It means you know your worth so deeply that you won't shrink to fit into someone else's version of love. Our life is divided by 8 pieces, which is career, money, health, partner, friends and family, you, and physical environment. But my life in the time, it was career, money, him, and me. So if I put that wheel in my car, it feels very bumpy. Doesn't take me anywhere. So if you are in that place where you feel broken and you are replaying memories that no longer serve you, remember this. Your story is not over. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too weird. If you feel it is hard, it is heavy, it is like, what? Maybe you are being refined from the stone into the diamond because you are the most precious treasure. You are in the process of becoming the person who can receive real love. And this is what was my keynote about Never Lose Yourself in Love last Friday night with Voz, or Voices on Stage.